Hello, 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 Ramily and other family. I hope you're doing well. And we're coming at you. It was a holiday here in Canada known as Canada Day. And so we're going to just start off the stream by talking about a couple of the great Canadian Ram players. We have three currently on the team, and we have one legend that I want to talk about because he doesn't get much love. But the first Ram player I want to talk about is Michael Holt or Height. I'm always terrible at pronouncing his name, but he's a defensive tackle for the Rams, and he comes from very close to where I live, actually, in Oakville, Ontario. And so yeah, I'm really excited about him. Hopefully, he can make some noise with the Rams, and yeah, we're excited to have him on the team. Another great Canadian Ram. I will then make note of Lyric Jackson, an offensive lineman who also is from Ontario, from a town called Windsor, and he's fighting to make the Rams roster. So really excited about that. And then finally, the most notable one, and this is a bit of a stretch, I found out through a little bit of Googling that Taylor Rapp. He is not an official Canadian. However, his dad, Chris Rapp, is in fact a Canadian. So Taylor Rapp is eligible for Canadian citizenship. He has not claimed it or anything, but because of his father's birthright, he's able to do that. So I thought that was kind of cool that he has a connection to Canada. So those are the three Rams on the roster right now that have a connection to Canada. And then the one Ram I want to give some love to, and he's one of my favorites from way back in the day. I have a friend who actually knows him and went to high school with him, but his name is OJ Atogwe. And OJ Atogwe played for the St. Louis Rams from 2005 all the way to 2010. So he played for 6 years. He appeared in 88 games, started in 75 of them, and he had 22 interceptions over his time with the Rams. And he had only one TD, but definitely he forced 8 fumbles throughout his career. And he had 5 sacks. And if you remember watching him, he hit so hard. He was one of the hardest hitting safeties in the league. Unfortunately, when he played for the Rams, they weren't very good. There were some coaching issues and just some bad draft picks. But often during his era, you would tune in to watch Steven Jackson. And then, on defense, you'd hope that OJ Atogwe would be able to, make a play because he was, he was by far the best player on defense during those years. But anyway, we celebrate, him, and I'm just so thankful that OJ had a, great career with my favorite team. But anyway, that's my, Canadian spiel on the Rams right now. So we're going to get into it here. And I see here Jake. Hey, Jake, how's it going? He's saying, who is your favorite Canadian Ram player? That's a really great question. I would have to say probably OJ Atogwe, who I was just talking about. There are some other ones throughout the league that play for other teams. Like, I know Claypool from the Steelers. There was a kicker, Sean Sweezum, who played for the Steelers for a while. There's a surprising amount of Canadians in the league. I will say this: if football will probably never ever show up at the Olympics, but if it did, I am confident that Canada would get second place. The States would get first, but Canada, I'm confident would get second place if football was an Olympic sport. Ronnie, hello, welcome to the stream. She's saying, hi, Peo, I caught you this time. Well, thanks for tuning in, Ronnie. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday down south. That's awesome. Varsity is saying, do you just like football, or do you like other sports too? That's a great question, Varsity. I honestly love all sports. Football is the one I follow the most. I think it's the most interesting to follow. I say I'm a passive fan with hockey and basketball and soccer. For soccer, I only really tune in like during the Euro or the World Cup. I'm really excited for that Belgium and Italy game coming up tomorrow, I think. And then basketball, I'm a Toronto Raptors fan. I'm starting to get back into basketball more. I've loved this playoffs. I think this has been some of the most interesting playoffs in a long time. So I'm excited about that. Hockey again. I like passively follow throughout the seasons, but go Habs. I would love for them to come back. I know they had a tough loss yesterday, but yeah, I'm really excited to continue to follow sports and celebrate sports. But yeah, football is my main sports. Thank you so much for your question, Varsity. Last Sand Prince, welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. And he's saying, I don't remember the name, but have to give big credit to the KC player who came back to Canada, help with COVID as a doctor. Yes. And you know what? His name is escaping me right now for one moment, but I'm going to look him up because he is a really cool guy. Canadian player, doctor. Oh, that's not him. Yes. I believe it's pronounced Duvernay. Duvernay Tarnath. He opted out of the COVID concerns to help practice in the medical field. So Laurent Duvernay Tardif. Yes. Yeah. So thank you, Jake Meyer. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. Ronnie is asking, who are you rooting for in the NBA? Honestly, Ronnie, I'm excited for any of these teams to win. I'm a Raptors fan, but obviously they didn't make playoffs this year. I've been watching your husband's streams, Big Low Sports, and I think I have a soft spot for the Hawks. But like, I don't know. I get excited. I can honestly say I'd get excited for any of these teams to win it. But yeah, probably the Hawks are who I'm rooting for if I had to pick one. But I definitely don't have as much emotional investment in them as you and your husband do, Ronnie. Thanks for the question. But yeah, I'm really stoked about this upcoming season. I'm gonna put up my question here, and guys, honestly, you can ask anything at all. I'm really excited about that. There is some stuff happening in the Rams world that we're going to talk about, and I'm really excited to dive into that tonight. And I'm thankful that all of you would start off and make this part of your night. So Ronnie is saying that was the right answer. Let's go Hawks. Go Hawks, Ronnie. Go Hawks. I'll give you the right answer. No problem. Give me 10 points. I apologize here. I'm not super organized, but I'm going to just bring up a couple notes here. But Rams House, what's up? Good to have you, man. Excited for this season. Yes. Okay. The Rams are making some headlines this week. The one probably most of note, and there's not a lot going on right now because it's June, but I saw on the Herd with Callan Cowherd that he believes that Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay are under pressure. He did say that he felt that Carson Wentz and Frank Wright were under more with the Colts, just because people are questioning if Wentz can even play at the NFL level anymore. No one's questioning that for Stafford now, but with Stafford, there is pressure. They gave up a lot to get him in that trade, and I'm curious what you guys think. Do you guys think that if the Rams don't win the Super Bowl this year, the trade was a complete failure? I'm of the notion of I would love to win it this year. I mean, the Super Bowl is hosted in SoFi, and I believe we have the team to do it. I think we can win it in the NFC, and I think we can get to the Super Bowl and beat whoever's there. Injuries are obviously part of the game that you're worried about, but I'm really curious to see if we can stay healthy and we can get to the playoffs. And I don't think that it would be a complete failure. I think over the next 3 to 4 years, we need to win a Super Bowl because that's why they made this trade. They didn't make this trade to get competitive. They were making the playoffs with Goff. They want to win a Super Bowl, right? And Rams House is saying it wouldn't be a complete failure if we didn't win. Yeah, I agree with that. It's tough, and he continues to say, I think our QB play will be elevated. Yeah, and that's why they made the trade. Really, that's why they made the trade. I think it's something that a lot of people will continue to criticize the rest of the entire NFL season. But in the end of the day, Stafford will be an upgrade at the quarterback position over Goff. And I think you even see that in McVay and even the receivers with the Rams, but we'll see. Varsity saying, I think a Rams-Chargers Super Bowl this upcoming year would be really, really cool. That would be so fascinating. I mean, what are the odds of like the host city that has one of the only one of two cities that has two teams, and it just so happens that team where both those teams in that city made it to the Super Bowl that's hosted in that city? That would be really funny and really cool, and I'd be all for it. I'm not sure the Chargers would be able to get past the Chiefs and the Bills. I don't think it's crazy to think the Chargers will be a wild card team in the AFC. I think they can take a leap forward, especially if Staley can get in there and fix that defense up. But yeah, we'll see. Oh, one of my favorite, North Dallas 40. Welcome to the stream. So glad you're here. He's saying season is a failure if Rams don't play in NFC Championship. It's the window open. Yeah, you know what? Okay, that's a fair point. When you look at it, we've said this before. I know I've said that this numerous times. Is in the NFC, you have the Bucks, kind of the Niners, the Seahawks, Packers if Rodgers is there. Those are like the four teams that I would say are in a Super Bowl window for the NFC. Where over in like the AFC, you have the Chiefs, apparently the Patriots, the Bills. You have the Chargers hoping to take advantage of Herbert at his talents. There's a lot more competitive. The Ravens, they're Steelers with Big Ben. You never know. Don't ever count Mike Tomlin out. He's a good coach. Like there's right now, the AFC is just, I think, has a little more talent in it. And it wasn't always the case. There's been times where the NFC was just stacked, right? But yeah, it's going to be interesting, and hopefully we see our Rams not just in the NFC Championship game, but in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl, North Dallas 40. Yeah, window open as long as AD and Jalen are still in their prime, and as long as O-line holds up. Yep, I agree with that. Yeah, though, when you have those two All-Pro on defense, there's always a window open. Yep. Tommy Huxley, welcome to the stream. So glad you're here. Yeah, I got to meet Tommy on another stream on 49ers Ultimate Report stream the other night, and seen him a few times. So welcome in, Tommy. Thank you for subscribing and being part of the Payout Time community. He's saying, well, that's not going to happen. You make the divisional. I don't see beyond that. Okay, Tommy. He's a 49ers fan. So I accept your little challenge there. All fans welcome. All respect. That's cool. I politely disagree with you, though, Tommy. I think Rams to the Super Bowl. Let's go. Varsity is saying Chicago with Fields going to be serious Super Bowl contenders really, really soon. Varsity, I think Fields is an interesting thing because he has the potential to be the greatest Bears quarterback of all time. Absolutely. what's going to be interesting about the Bears is, can their defense stay together? It's an aging defense. They lost their corner Fuller, and I'm curious to see. But you do have a desperate coach in Matt Nagy, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the I'd say in the NFC you have the Bears and the Vikings that are kind of maybe some dark horse teams in there. But again, you never really know. You never really know. Last Sand Prince, I think it's odd. A lot of media guys talk down the Rams, but why are they saying the Rams are on the hot seat when they seem to always have lower expectations for Rams? So that's the Prince. That's a great question. And honestly, I think it has to do with just hot take journalism, where the Rams they haven't built their team in the conventional way, right? Constantly trading first round picks for proven like talent, where a lot of our players aren't household names, and we've had to let some of our talent go, like John Johnson. But I think because it doesn't fit like their mold of how they feel an NFL team should be built, that's kind of why they put this narrative of like, oh, the Rams are taking these huge risks, and it's probably not going to work out, and we're going to be right and they're going to be wrong. But Rams been having haters ever since McVay showed up. A lot of people thought he shouldn't have been hired as head coach, and that's clearly wrong. He's one of the best head coaches. North Dallas 40 is saying, where will Todd Gurley sign? I've heard multiple reports saying he's going to be signing with the Ravens. That was a couple of days ago, though. So I don't know what's holding up. It seems very mysterious because he's visited with the Ravens, the Lions. I briefly heard that he visited with the Raiders, but I don't think that actually happened. And it'll be really, really interesting to see what happens with Todd Gurley. Really excited about that. And on that note, Tommy Huxley is saying the Falcons didn't re-sign Gurley. Yeah, no, they didn't. I think the Falcons were just kind of doing a fresh sweep of their running back room, but some team is going to get a player on a cheap deal. The Rams are still paying him a lot of money, and he's still got a nose for the end zone. He may not have the burst of speed that he used to have, but yeah, he knows what he can do. Ronnie is, thank you so much, Ronnie, saying, y'all show Peo support and like the stream. I really appreciate that, Ronnie. And yeah, if you guys are here and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It helps change my life. And if you are liking the stream and having a good time, feel free to smash that little thumbs up like button. Helps me out a ton. Jeffrey Vaughn, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming on in, subscribing to the channel. He said, what up, Peo? Not much. How are you, man? He's saying, excited for the season. Let's go Rams. Yeah, I agree, Jeffrey. It's going to be an exciting season for the Rams for sure. The Sports Star. Hey, we got some Titan fans in here. Welcome to the stream. So excited you guys are here. The Sports Stars appeared on MOOF a couple of weeks ago and representing the Tennessee Titans. Awesome. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Tommy's saying Gurley is wasting away on the Atlanta team. Gurley was a beast from 2016-20. It's true. And people forget, like, Todd Gurley is a year younger than Derrick Henry. And it's really annoying because of the arthritis in his, I believe, right knee. It took away his ability to get that second burst of speed that made him so dominant. But yeah, I feel for Todd Gurley so much because he's such a great guy, and he was such a dominant beast of a talent, and it's just so unfortunate the way his career has gone on. Because the reality is, Todd Gurley could have kept playing, if it wasn't for that arthritis, for the Rams at a high level. He could have played for another team, but unfortunately, right now he's kind of just become a red zone specialist, power back. He just doesn't have that burst of speed that he used to have, unfortunately. Sports Stars saying, tighten up. Hashtag tighten up. Yeah, Titans will be a good team this year. I'm excited to see the Titans. I do think, don't sleep on the Colts in that division. But yeah, that Titans and Colts AFC South division will be an interesting one. You got Trevor Lawrence coming on in. Jaguars just got fined today for some like OTA malfeasance or something like that. Then you got the Texans, who I think they're just going to be this beautiful, disaster to watch next year. But who knows? I said on another stream that I have a soft spot for David Culley, the head coach of the Texans, because he actually seems like a really positive guy. So we'll see. North Dallas 40s, Rams could sign Gurley for peanuts as a third running back. He'd help Cam and Henderson. Yeah, so I've thought about this, and it would truly be like the most unique situation. So if Gurley got signed by the Rams, because the Rams still owe him. You know what? Let's look this up. I'm curious. How much do the Rams own Gurley? Because they owe, like, they're paying him still this year. So if they were to re-sign him, how much do the Rams owe Todd Gurley? There we go. So it looks like, okay, there's a couple of different. There's a couple. That's an old report. You know what? I just got to go to over the cap here. Yeah, LA Rams salary cap. Yeah, we're going to over the cap. Check it out here. Here we're gonna do a little screen sharing. Are you all ready for this? No. Screen share. No. Screen share. No. Screen share. We share the screen. Okay, over the cap. So over the cap here, we got Stafford here. We're looking for this is 20. Okay, Todd Gurley, dead cap. So the Rams are paying Todd Gurley in dead cap money $8,400,000 this year, and yes, we were paying Jared Goff a lot more. So if they were to sign him to like the veteran minimum, which is I forget off the top of my head, I don't know what it went up to this year, but it's not a lot, and it's a lot to me. I don't make that kind of, but in NFL, it's not a lot. So, yeah, it'd be interesting because they're still paying him dead money, but I guess we're paying Leonard Floyd some dead money, and he's still on the team. So, anyway, kind of interesting. Stop sharing here. But yeah, I wouldn't be totally disappointed if Gurley did re-sign. That'd be kind of cool. But Tommy's saying, yeah, Gurley is definitely a good dude. He didn't deserve this adversity. Yeah, no, it's tough. Like, he was such a star player and a humble player at that, and you appreciated the way he conducted himself on and off the field, and he was fun to watch. He was really fun to watch. It's unfortunate. Tommy's saying Jared Goof. Wonder if he is good behind a solid O-line with no run game. Yeah, you know what? I've been overly critical of Goff in Detroit. I don't think it's gonna go well. I hope I'm wrong because I have nothing bad to, against Goff. I think he's again a quieter guy that's a good guy. Got arm talent, but he has flaws in his game that some defensive coordinators were able to figure out, like your Niners, Tommy. But yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go with Detroit. I mean, it's always tough when there's a new coaching staff. And they really gutted that team. So we'll see what Goff does. But Goff has a lot to prove this year if he wants to stay a starter in this league. And so I think that, he might have some games where he surprises some people. But at the same time, I don't have super high expectations for the Detroit Lions next season. I'm going to grab a drink of water here. We're one sec here. I left my water way over here. That moved my couch a little bit. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to the stream. Having a blast. Hope you're all doing well. We got another comment here from Crazy Pokemon Fan. Welcome to the stream. So thanks so much for being here. He said, Jared better be used to going 4-13 real quick. That's my opinion, at least. Yeah. That might be the way that the cookie crumbles for the Lions next year with Jared Goff, but we'll see. Tommy's saying, but they made a major adjustment getting rid of Patricia. He is horrible. Yeah, you know what? On my Move series, which is titled "Most Overly Optimistic Fan in the NFL." On my Detroit Lions episode, I had a great Lions fan on there named Rich. He's from England, but he's a huge Detroit Lions fan. And he said the thing that Lions fans are most optimistic about this season is not having Matt Patricia as their head coach. And I think they made a huge mistake firing Jim Caldwell back in the day in favor of Matt Patricia. And Matt Patricia took an organization that was competitive and on the rise, and he turned it into a dumpster fire. He brought a terrible culture with him. He is not Bill Belichick. Clearly he is not Bill Belichick. And from the stuff you heard, like with Darius Slade, there was just some practices that Matt Patricia was doing as a head coach that made the Lions a uninspired, uncompetitive team. And I'm really thankful that we got Matt Stafford and out of that. But I'm happy for Lions fans that they get a new head coach in Dan Campbell, who's gonna bite some kneecaps off. Tommy Huxley, who are the 4 teams they beat? Crazy Pokemon. Okay, you know what? We'll do this. That's a great question. We're gonna look at the Detroit Lions schedule here. All right, we're gonna see this here. Okay, you can definitely go watch my Move series to get a Lions fan prediction, but we're gonna do this the old Payo Time stream way here. Okay, here we go. Detroit Lions schedule. Okay, we'll go to we'll go to DetroitLions.com. All right. Okay, we're sharing the screen. Share the screen. Share the screen. We're gonna share the screen. All right, here's DetroitLions.com. So that's preseason. We're not going to talk about that. 49ers, week 1. I think I'm not going to subscribe. Sorry, Lions. Loss with Ravens. At the Bears, I think loss. At the Vikings, I think loss. So 0-5. Bengals, man, no, I think they're going to lose. 0-6. Definitely going to lose this game. 0-7. Eagles, another team's tough to figure out, but I think they lose. Oh, Tommy Huxley might have a point here. It might be hard to find 4 wins. I don't see them beating the Steelers. 0-9, 0-10 at the Browns. The Bears on a short week, Thursday night. That's maybe a stealing game there. Not giving it to them. Sorry, Lions fans. 0-11, not beating the Vikings. 0-12. The Broncos, if they, I am convinced they're going to be a better team than what I think they're going to be. I'm looking at this schedule. It's on paper, it is tough to find a win. Yeah, we'll stop the screen share here. I'm not predicting the Lions are going to go 0-17. Okay, I'm not saying that at all. But yeah, it's tough to find a win there. I think they do squeak out a win against the Bears, or the Vikings or the Packers, like a divisional rival win. But yeah, that's a tough schedule for the Lions. All right. Oh, whoa, some comments I missed out here. So we got Last Sand Prince. Hopefully being in Detroit helps Goff be more aggressive downfield, like 20. Yeah, and you know what? Goff, he's young. He's only, I think, 26. Lots of time for him to turn his career around. He has experienced a good degree of success, and maybe a fresh start is what Goff needs. And I'd be excited for him. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Great point, Last Name Prince. Tommy Huxley. Jim Caldwell was a great coach. He almost got in a fight with Jim Harbaugh. I low-key respect. I thought that was Schwartz. Was it? I think no. Jim Schwartz almost got in a fight with Harbaugh. Jim Caldwell's a different guy. Jim Caldwell came after Schwartz. I'm pretty sure, Tommy. Don't quote me on that. But I do remember that being a thing. But I'm pretty sure it was Schwartz that almost got in a fight with Harbaugh. But anyway, I'm pretty positive. Last name Prince. No matter what Goff does, Goff rocked in that KC game back in the day against Mahomes. Yeah, he did. No, and there were some other games that Goff lit up the field. Yeah, no. Can't take that away from him. You can't take away like any of Goff's wins as the starting quarterback of the Rams. No, like he accomplished that. He put in the work, the time to do it. I think the frustrations came where he maybe didn't continue to elevate his game, and he might have peaked in that 2018 season. But yeah, no, that win, Goff can always say he has never lost to Patrick Mahomes until he does. But if he does ever, but yeah, that's where he is right now. J8 Sports, welcome to this fan in here. Welcome. So glad you're here. Crazy Pokemon fan is saying maybe Bears, Bengals, Eagles, possibly Broncos if they don't get Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. If they were to get to 4 wins, those are some of the games that you kind of toss a coin and see what happens. Tommy Huxley says, I call them the toilet kitty cat. Oh, that's mean. Oh. Come on, don't kick the Lions while they're already down. But that's fair. He's agreeing with Crazy Pokemon fan. JH is saying at the Bears loss. Good pick. You're welcome, JH. You're welcome. I don't think they go 0-10. That would be I agreed. JH saying Lions are not beating the Bear. I think it's you never know with divisional games, but yeah, like I'd be shocked if it happens. But again, new coaching staff, lots of new players. You never know. You just don't know. Crazy Pokemon fan saying definitely a tough schedule. Imagine if they went 0-17. Yeah, I think so if that happens, like it's a rough start to Dan Campbell's career. Sorry, I'm gonna get a drink of water here. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. It honestly is hard for a team to go 0-17 because any given Sunday, a team can put it together or another team can just totally fall apart. And you know what? I've heard some other people say the Lions are going to be better than expected. I'm not one of those people, if I'm being honest. I think they are. It's between them and the Texans for the number 1 overall pick next year. That's my own personal opinion, but we'll see. You're right, my bad. I'm about the Harbaugh thing. Yeah, no worries. E-Money M, hey, welcome to the stream. So glad you're here. And they're saying I'm gonna miss Ramsey in 20. Yeah, again, I'm not a huge fan of like who's in what number, things like that. Like it's cool when a player like sticks with a number, but I don't make a big deal about number changes. It happens, whatever. But yeah, it'll be weird seeing Ramsey in not number 20. Tommy Huxley saying it was search. And then Crazy Pokemon fan. At least Goff got to play in the Super Bowl. He might not have a ring, but most QBs don't get to say that they started in the Super Bowl. Yep. Yeah, Crazy Pokemon fan, that is totally correct. I think that might have been the height of Goff's career, but who knows? Maybe he got traded to Detroit and he's in the woods training somewhere, and he is, throwing footballs made of lava, and he's in this intense, training regimen with like some 80s rock music playing in the background, and it's the eye of the Goff, it's the ball in the fight. I just made up this song for their stream, and Jared Goff fighting tigers into the night. Well, lions and anyway, I just made that up, whatever. But yeah, we'll see where Jared Goff goes. Really curious to see about that. And I think that we'll see. Oh, last say in Prince. Last say in Prince. This is a cheeky, very cheeky comment. He said Goff should play 1 year in the CFL to get over the cold. That's funny. Last say in Prince. You know what? So I actually used to work for the CFL. Not in any like amazing position. I worked on a customer like guest experience team for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and that was a great job because like the majority of the job was like getting people into the stadium, to their seats, and like okay, like here's a couple of giveaways. I threw some T-shirts into the crowd and stuff like that. But most of that job, you got to watch the game, and that was awesome. Yeah, we have a fun little 20,000 seat stadium in Hamilton, Ontario that I used to work at. And it was cool to work for a professional sports team. It's not the NFL, but CFL is still a really fun experience. But yeah, Goff in the CFL, I don't know how well he would do. People forget like the CFL rules are maybe not drastically different than the NFL, but very different. Our field is wider, it's longer, and they have a couple of different rules in regards to receivers. Like before the play, receivers start, I believe it's like 10 yards back, and they start running before the snap. And so then when they say hut, they can go past the the line of scrimmage, and but they're already like at full speed. And so it's tough. And I think in the CFL, like the thing that's most noticeable is the defenses just aren't at the same talent level in the NFL. There's still a lot of talented receivers and running backs and like linemen in the CFL. And that's why so many in those positions can go on to get to the NFL. But the CFL, it's just a different game. It's a fun game, and I would never discourage anyone from checking it out. One rule that I really like is called the Rouge. And so if your team takes a touchback, so like off the kickoff, if the person just like kneels it down, which you would never see in the CFL, because it gives 1 point to the other team. So like in the NFL, all you see is touchbacks nowadays, right? It's like touchback, touchback, touchback. It's getting rarer and rarer to find a kick returner who returns the kick, or a kicker who doesn't just hit it through the end zone. But in the CFL, if you do that, you're giving the team 1 point. And so it's called the Canadian Rouge rule. So yeah, it's kind of fun to see that. North Dallas Warriors, you and Goff both look like JB. Yeah, I don't think I look like Justin Bieber. But if you say so, North Dallas Warriors, that's cool. Whew. Gotta grab another drink. I got a tickle in my throat. Okay, we're going. I had a next topic to talk about here. So we've talked about Canadians in the NFL, or specifically Canadians on the Rams, which we're excited about. We've talked about OJ Atogwe, legendary Ram Canadian player. We've gone through some questions, and we talked about the Rams or Stafford and Sean McVay on the Herd show, and they're saying they're under pressure. But we're going to do – I got to get better organized here. I apologize, everyone. But thank you so much for tuning in to the stream. Much appreciated. So apparently in Rams minicamp, we've had Ernest Jones being lit, as they say. A really good article here by Brett Stewart on the Rambling Fan. He said, headline is, if there is anything that is more disappointing than a listless effort on a football team by defensive players, I'm not sure what it might be. To me, passion is the fuel and production is the race. Perhaps it's my era. The LA Rams have had a long and lauded history, and that history is worth reading about. But anyway, he goes on to say, essentially, Ernest Jones is bringing a really good, defense to the Rams, and his old school mentality. You see it in his work ethic. And so, yeah, I'm excited to see Ernest Jones. It sounds like he has a shot of earning this new, this new Rams defensive roster. Ryan Joy, thank you so much for the comment. Tuning in the stream, he's saying, I like that rule. I think you're referring to the Rouge rule. You wish the NFL had it. Yeah, and so it's something that's important to remember also is Canadian end zones are 5 yards deeper. So our field in the CFL Canadian football, in the NFL, end zones are 10 yards deep, where the CFL, I believe it's 15 yards deep. So it's a lot wider. So when a returner catches it, like if they caught it in the end zone, they actually have more space, and because the field is wider too, they have more space to run. So that's why you get more returns in the CFL. But yeah, it's the rule. So we don't see many touchbacks just because you give up a point. North Dallas 40 is going, Goff is the new Paper Lion. Well, see, Paper Lion was a movie where journalist George Plimpton played quarterback for the Lions. Interesting. Okay, I've never seen that movie. North Dallas 40, I'm rooting for Goff against the Niners. Yeah, I hope. The Niners have had Goff's number the past 2 seasons. I would love Goff to beat them week 1 with the Lions. Yeah, no, that'd be great. Crazy Pokemon fan. I'm a Seahawks fan, but I can't help but feel happy for Matthew Stafford. Well, that's awesome. I love talking football with anyone. So, crazy Pokemon fan, I'm so glad you're here to offer that perspective. He was trapped on the Lions for 10 plus seasons and almost watched his potential, except when almost wasted his potential, except when Calvin Johnson. He's going to be fun to watch. Yeah, no, I agree, and thank you. Honestly, I appreciate that so much, crazy Pokemon fan, just because it's so fun, appreciating talent. I'll give you credit. Russell Wilson, even though he's on the Seahawks, he's one of my favorite players to watch play football. The guy can play football. He can sling it really well. I'm by no means a fan of the Seahawks, and I want them to lose because they're rivals for the Rams. But, I love football first, and then Rams, they're my favorite team for sure. But you got to appreciate, when there's a generational, amazing Hall of Fame talent. And I believe Matthew Stafford can be that as well. He's never really had much of a supporting cast. And honestly, he's always had terrible coaching. I think the best offensive coordinator he ever had would be Bob Cooter. And they were running this weird, no huddle offense all the time that almost was like a version of the Chip Kelly offense. And you saw Stafford always calling the play from the line of scrimmage, but it was just a really small playbook. It wasn't McVay has a large playbook, and I think that Stafford has the football IQ to master it. So we'll see. Rams fan TY, welcome. So glad you're here. He's saying Super Bowl Rams Bills. I like it. I'd be okay with that. I want the Rams to win. Crazy Pokemon fan is, and when they played in the wild card. Yeah. This past year, that was a good game. Darius Williams, I'm sure, will have, Seahawks fans will not be a fan of him for years to come because of that pick 6. But crazy Pokemon fan, I'm so glad you're here. Tommy's saying I'm rooting for Goff. I don't want to keep calling him Goof, but you saying against the. So you think the Goff's going to get revenge on the Rams next year? Well, we'll see. I politely disagree. E-Money M, hey, Rams Ravens Super Bowl. Hey, not a bad prediction. You know what? I don't think people are talking about the Ravens enough as a team that has Super Bowl aspirations in the AFC. But they're always a well-coached team. And Lamar Jackson, I believe he's a great talent. He scores a lot. That offense scores. And that defense is no joke either. So, yeah, Ravens are a team that every year it seems there's a couple games that don't go their way. but we'll see. They're definitely Super Bowl contenders in that AFC, no doubt. I wouldn't mind seeing them in the Rams. Yep. Crazy Pokemon fan. That's nice to hear. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Ryan Joy, seems as if the CFL rule with the extra yardage would make the game a lot more exciting. I'll have to take a game in as I've never really watched the whole game. When is it? Oh, so normally the season is actually right kind of now. It's over the summer. So Ryan Joy, that's awesome that you're willing to do that. And it is an entertaining game. But as I said before, the defenses aren't as good as in the NFL most of the time. But yeah, there's some really fun games in the CFL. And I do believe, like, if NFL players had the room that CFL players had, like, they would just dominate. They would dominate. But the season, unfortunately, is canceled right now. But I will tell you this. There's talks, I don't know how legit this is, that the XFL, that it was bought by, like, The Rock, they talked about a possible XFL-CFL merger. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. The CFL is small, like they only have 7 teams in it, but it has a very loyal fan base in Canada, so it does support itself. But like, they don't pay their players like millions of dollars. Like they get paid like thousands of dollars, but it's still pro football, but it's not the same level as the NFL. But yeah, I encourage you, take in a couple games when it starts back up. There was talk about them having a season, but unfortunately, it's not financially possible. Like, they don't have the rich TV deals that the NFL does. Like, they really can't afford to operate without fans in the stands. So I don't think they're going to have a season this year, but I could definitely see them. They'll either have a shortened season that will probably be like August and September and October. And normally their season goes, I believe, from May till October. But it's yeah, I don't think it's going to happen this year. But if it does, definitely check it out. And it's probably going to come back next year. And yeah, it's a good time. And if you're looking for a team to cheer for, Hamilton Tiger Cats. Anyway, but yeah, and if you ever are in Canada and you have a chance to go to a CFL game, their tickets are pretty reasonably priced in comparison to the NFL, and they're a fun time. But yeah, thanks for taking interest. Tommy saying, yeah, I don't see it either. Rams will destroy the Lions. Thank you for acknowledging that, Tommy. I'm a fan. You want the Rams to lose, but you know you speak the truth. Last saying, Prince. What about the possibility of Gurley and Casey? You know what? That'd be interesting. I've heard multiple reports that he's going to sign with the Ravens, but he hasn't signed with them yet, as far as I know. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, I'm really, really curious. Crazy Pokemon fan is saying, speaking of revenge games, I can't wait for the Patriots and Buccaneers game. I hear the average ticket are almost $2,000. Yeah, I remember looking up tickets for that game just for fun. I would never think of going. But yeah, I think the cheapest I saw was like $1,300 for like nosebleed seats, which is crazy. Yeah, that game is going to get a lot of media hype. You know, Brady's return to New England, and yeah, I'm excited to watch the game. I don't know who to cheer for in that because I'm kind of tired of Tom Brady winning, but I never want the Patriots to win either. So I guess I'm just hoping for a good football game. And yeah, that's a very expensive game that I will not be going to. North Dallas 40. Name a better realistic football movie than North Dallas 40. I have to be honest, North Dallas 40. I haven't seen North Dallas 40. You know what? Let me take a look here. North Dallas 40, the 1979 film. Yeah, so like I love football movies, and you know what, North Dallas 40, because of you, I need to watch this movie because I just clued in that your name is based off of that movie. I love, oh man, I'm trying to think. I love Remember the Titans. I love Gridiron Gang. Friday Night Lights, the show, the movie's okay, but I like the show better. Rudy, can't go wrong with Rudy. Any Given Sunday, it's a good one. Ooh, there's a lot of really good football movies out there. I'm a big fan of Draft Day. I don't know how realistic Draft Day is, but I really liked it with Costner. I have a friend who knew like the intern actor who played in that movie, which was really cool. So that was fun. Name a better realistic football movie than North Dallas Fire. You know what? I can't because I haven't really seen it. Most realistic football movie. Oh, you know what? This isn't realistic, but the Replacements was really fun, not realistic at all. And another one that's like a spoof movie like that was Second String. I don't know if anyone watching this has ever seen Second String, but they had like this fake quarterback, and it was like with the Buffalo Bills, and their entire offense got food poisoning, and so they get like these recruits out of nowhere or whatever, and they had this guy named like Dan Heller or something. And anyway, yeah, it was good, not realistic at all, but a really good movie. Thanks for the question, North Dallas 40. I'm sorry I can't give you a better answer. Tommy Huxley, but you lost to the Jets, so anything's possible. Yeah, Any Given Sunday. Yeah, that Jets game still hurts, still stings. Rams record. I go back and forth on this. I think it's going to be good. I really think it's going to be a good season for the Rams. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what happens. Last Name Prince, Varsity. Ooh, yeah, good movie. Okay, I've seen Varsity Blues. Good movie. I love Rudy. Me too. It's a great movie. And you hate No Treading. That's fair. I don't have the same college, like being a Canadian, I don't have the same like college rivalry, and I don't always understand them the same way that a lot of Americans do. But I do understand that, the Fighting Irish have their host of Ivy League competitors. Last at Waterboy with Adam Sandler. Oh, there's a funny movie. Yeah, Waterboy. Yeah. Anyone else watching? What are some good football movies out there? We're gonna go this. So, football movies. Let's see who's seen what here. Okay, The Blind Side. Okay, yep. Ooh, We Are Marshall. The Express, Woodlawn, Invincible. I love Invincible. Grader's a great movie, but a lineman, great movie. We talked about Gridiron, The Game Plan. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say the great. Little Giants, The Longest Yard, both Longest Yards. Okay, yeah, both fantastic movies. Longest Yard. I love the Adam Sandler Longest Yard. The old one's good too. Concussion, dramatic, but still, yeah. All the right move. Woodlawn, yeah. Mean Machine, Safety. I haven't seen Safety. I heard it was pretty good though. It's on Disney Plus. It's a newer one. Leatherheads, My All-American, Game Stands Tall, Carter High. I haven't seen all these yet. Interesting. Very interesting. Hometown Legends. That was a low budget one, but that was a good one. I enjoyed that. Yeah. Rams fan TY, he's saying rank the NFC West 1 to 4. Okay, Rams number 1. I can go back and forth on this, but right now I'm going to say Seahawks number 2, Niners number 3, and Cardinals number 4. But I do believe it's possible for all 4 teams to make the playoffs next year. I think that you got to respect the Cardinals as still a good football team. With Cliff Kingsbury as a coach, though, I just don't know if they can do it. But they're still a talented team. But yeah, I put it Rams, Seahawks, Niners, Cardinals. But it's thin. There's not a large gap between 1 and 4 for me. Rob, hey, welcome to the stream, Rob. Thank you so much. He said, I just saw The Grader. I'm getting for the first time in a long time. It was pretty good. I'm getting it. Okay, yeah, Greater is a great movie, and yeah, I did say Any Given Sunday, Last Name Prince. Yep, good movie, good movie. Oh, thank you, Rob, for clarifying. Gridiron Gang, yes. Yeah, solid movie. I enjoyed The Rock in that movie, and yeah, there was some really good ones. Ryan saying is Varsity Blues in the program are is Varsity Blues in the program our classes or yeah our classes? I'm not really sure what you're asking here, Ryan, but it's a good movie. I haven't seen Varsity Blues in a long time. But yeah, good movie. Little Giants, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh yeah, I forgot. How did we forget about Air Bud Golden Receiver? What a movie. Rob, thanks for that out. Air Bud. Oh yeah. Okay. I remember finding out that out of all of the Air Bud dogs that played, there was actually 6 Air Bud dogs out of all the Air Bud movies. I always thought it was the same one, but then if you like rewatch them, you're like, oh, those are clearly different dogs. But that's really interesting. Last name Prince, have you seen the South Park football episode Sarcastic Ball? No, I haven't. Is it? I bet you it's funny. I'm not a huge South Park watcher, but yeah, maybe I'll have to look that up. Thank you, Last Name Prince. Ryan Joy saying Heaven Can Wait, older movie, but it's about the Rams, but not true. Really? Let's take a look. Heaven Can Wait. Let's take a look here. 1978, 4.5-star rating. Wow. Ooh. Los Angeles Rams quarterback accidentally taken away from his body by an over-anxious angel before he was meant to die, returns to life in the body of a recently murdered millionaire. Interesting. Ooh, that sounds quite reflective. But I'll have to check it out. Thanks, Ryan Joy. Appreciate it. Matthew Stafford's TD to interception ratio. I'm gonna predict he's gonna go like I think he'll get like probably 15 interceptions, and I'm gonna put him over the 40 mark for touchdowns. Yeah, somewhere in there. I don't think that Stafford's someone who's gonna have like only 2 interceptions all season. He's a little more of a gunslinger than that, but definitely I could see him going over 40 touchdowns with around we'll say 13 interceptions. Yeah, thanks for the question, Rams fan. Ty, appreciate it. Tommy's saying Niners, Rams, Seahawks, Cliff Dingleberry. Tommy Huxley, you love the nicknames, don't you? Rob is saying that one with Vince Vargamo. Let's take a look. Vince Vargamo. Vargamo. I have to look at your spelling again. I'm so bad. Sorry, Rob. Varri. Mr. Nar. I'm not sure. Okay, yes. He played. Sorry. Hey, he played in the CFL. He played in the NFL and the CFL. Vic Ferragamo. I think that's who you're talking about. Or do you mean Ferragamo? I don't know. Yes, you do mean. Sorry, there you go. Thank you, Rob. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know this. Yeah, Rams quarterback, gridiron player, football legend. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get some education here. All right. So he played in the CFL. That's so cool. And then he also played in the NFL. So kind of cool to find that on Canada Day. Very appropriate. So he played for the Montreal Alouettes in the CFL for 1 season, and then signed a contract to the NFL. So he played for the Rams to back up Burke Jones, who was sidelined with a neck injury late in the strike-shortened season in December. Okay. Wow, this is cool. So he threw for 509 yards in a home loss to the Bears. At the time, the second highest mark for passing yards in the game. Hey, throwing for over 500 yards in the game is no small feat. That's really cool. Interesting. Thank you for sharing. I'm going to have to read up on him more. That's really cool. I appreciate that. Ryan saying the replacements was great, and in Warm Baby played a quarterback for the LA Rams in the movie Heaven Can Wait. Okay. Warren Beatty. There, yeah, I gotta start checking the follow-up corrections. But thank you, Ryan. That's cool. Yeah. Do you play Madden? If so, what console do you play on and username? Thank you. So I get a lot of heat about this. I do play Madden. However, I'm too cheap to upgrade my system. I only have a Nintendo GameCube and a PS2, and I still rock Madden 03, the one with Marshall Faulk on the cover, and I dominate that game. And I will be so bold to say that on the Nintendo GameCube, Madden 03, no one can beat me. I am. It's just because no one else plays that system and that Madden game. I know the playbook inside and out. They don't have all the cool things that newer Madden games have in terms of user play friendliness. But so I unfortunately don't have any online access. Otherwise, I would totally do that. But I have had a number of subscribers ask me to get a system and get a username because they want to beat me in Madden, which I'm sure they would on the newer Madden games. But yeah, I might one day, if my channel grew to a point where that's something that my community really, really wanted. But as of right now, I only have a few that are doing that, and I'm not making money off this. I hope to one day. But yeah, I'm having fun just uploading Rams videos and doing live streams like this. But thank you so much. And yeah, maybe one day I will get a Madden, and Rams fan TY and I can go head to head. I'll be the Rams, you be the Rams, and we'll pick different jerseys. That's cool. Yeah, totally cool. Ryan Joy, Warren B plays a gentleman who died and came back somehow, or as an angel to play quarterback for the LA Rams. That's what? Yeah. Now, I've never heard of this movie. I'm gonna have to watch it now. I'm really curious. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out here. Okay, Warren Beatty Rams movie. Okay, so we're gonna have it. Yeah, Heaven Can Wait. Sorry, where can I watch this movie? It has an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. You can buy it off of YouTube for $3.99. Okay, I'd pay that for this movie. Okay, that seems quite affordable. It is not on Netflix or Amazon Prime. Okay, so it looks like the only way I can watch this is if I buy it off YouTube. So, all right, you know what, Ryan Jarrett, we're gonna have to make that happen. Rob saying Madden 03 had one of the best soundtracks. Oh, you know it. When it's time to party, we will always party hard, party hard, party hard, party hard, party hard, party hard. Yeah, love it. You love it. Some of the other songs, like the anthem was on there, but like, don't want to be you, don't want to be just like you. Yeah, this is the anthem. Throw all your hands up. Yeah. Yeah, good soundtrack, Rob. Yep. Are the Rams and Niners splitting games, or is one sweeping the other? I think it's gonna be split. I hope the Rams sweep the Niners. Obviously, realistically though, I think it's gonna be split. But we'll see. It's tough to tell, but my prediction would be a split. I don't think the Niners beat the Rams twice again this year. I just feel it's been too long. Tommy, it's been too long. We're at 4 games in a row that we have lost to the Niners. The last 2 games, Nick Mullins started at quarterback, and it's just it's been too long. I also think the Rams are a better team, like right now, than they were last year and the year before. So I think that helps. And obviously health will be a big thing, especially for the Niners, because I believe the Niners just got fined for some malfeasance today as well. They had some hitting in practice or something. I didn't read the full report. I just saw the headline. Maybe, Tommy, if you could spread some light into that a little bit more. Rams fan TY says, by the way, thanks for the stream. If y'all want me, it's okay. So yeah, Rams fan, if anyone wants to play him in Madden, it's Pancaked Cup 10. Great username. And he plays on the PS5. So if you guys want to play him in Madden, and maybe one day I can try and take you on in Madden on the PS5, but I'm not there. But if anyone wants to play Madden 03 on the GameCube, let me know. Rams reloaded and Stafford is ready to roll. Great username. Whew, love that. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. He's saying Heaven Kim Wait is a little slow, but the Rams practice and game sequences are cool. Good to know. Thanks for the heads up. Don't spoil the whole thing for me. Rams reloaded and Stafford ready to roll. But I definitely want to check out this movie. I appreciate you guys for letting me know about it. We'll see. Last name Prince, are you going to any are you going to do any live videos for reaction discussion during the seasons? Oh yeah. No, I love talking football. Absolutely. During the season, I'm not sure because I know a lot of the other Rams YouTubers are going to do like live streams probably right after the game or something, and I like to go and visit their streams because I like to be a member like in their streams just because I love talking Rams. And I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm also a bit of an early riser, so I might do a pregame live stream. But I'll always have a reaction video to every game. Always a live reaction video. And yeah, we'll do some live streaming throughout the season, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Tom, I'm sorry, I'm getting situated here. Tom is saying, I think you agree we're gonna split. Yeah, that's kind of the way. Yeah. Rob saying, will you do any post game or pre-game live reactions to Ram games like week 1 versus? Absolutely, like I was just saying before. I'm still trying to figure out how to be a YouTuber. I don't have anyone in my world that does this. Everything I learn is truly from watching other people and just getting creative myself. During the season, I'll be posting lots of content. I'll be doing lots of live streams. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm not sure because I really do like to enjoy the game, so I'll probably live stream a game here and there. But in general, I'm a pretty quiet football watcher. Like I watch the game, but then when stuff happens, I yell and I go, yeah, or oh no, another 3rd and long bubble screen. Anyway, but we're definitely gonna do some fun stuff throughout the season, and stay tuned. And if there's any suggestions, I would love suggestions. I am very much a collaborative person. I do not know everything. There's not much I know, but I know I love the Rams and I love making videos and doing live streams about it, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And for some reason, people keep watching, which is really cool. Where did I go wrong? What's up? Oh, we got some good things here. Me and Tommy met on 49ers Ultimate Report. Lots going on here. Okay. We got some good things here. Wait, Tommy, not much thinking about sitting on my Rams NFC West channel. Yeah, do it. Do it. There's not many Rams channels out there. Do it up. Do it up, Rams Reloaded and Stafford Ready to Roll. Do it up. I'd watch. I'd subscribe. Totally. Do it up. North Dallas 40. The only sports movie better than North Dallas 40 is Slapshot's a good movie. Ooh, I like me some Slapshot. Oh, man. Okay, best sports movie. I like Goal. I like Miracle. Canada, Russia 72, if you've ever seen it, is a really good movie also. It's a long movie, but that's a good one. Canada, Russia 72. Whew. Yeah, I don't know if I have I can't speak to North Dallas 40 because I haven't seen it. But now that I know this movie, I have to watch that. Um, and Heaven Can Wait. I'm gonna have to watch both these movies now. He has season tickets pay. He is a real. That's really cool. Oh, Rams Reloaded. I'm jealous. I wish I had Rams season tickets. I am hoping to get to the Rams game this year, but that's really cool. Didn't hear about any of that. The Sandlot back in the Sandlot. Ooh, yeah, the original Sandlot movie. That was a good movie. Oh, yeah, with the Jet. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good movie. Rams beat Steelers in Super Bowl and Heaven Can Wait. Lots of real Rams appear in the film. That's man, I gotta check out this film. Oh, I feel like I've missed an entire important thing. I feel ashamed I didn't know this movie existed. I'm so embarrassed to be a Rams YouTuber and not know about this film. So thank you for humbling me, everyone. I am going to check out North Dallas 40 and also Heaven Can Wait. Rudy, you and Sheik got into it. I thought it was a little. Oh, okay. They're talking about a fight that happened. Oh, that's funny. That's awesome, guys. Awesome. Saying, keep up the cool tone and great content, my Ram brother. Hey, Ramily, love it. Thank you. Yeah, I got some stuff in the works. I have a live stream coming up with a 49ers YouTuber called CG Ruthless Sports on July 5th, next Monday. I believe 3 p.m. on Pacific time, so you're out in West Coast time. But yeah, I'm stoked. It's kind of the dry season right now. I'm still working on my Moof series. I have a couple of interviews happening with that. The Cowboys episode is coming up. The Jaguars episode's coming up. Still looking for a Texans fan. If anyone out there knows a Texans fan who's willing to be interviewed, I would love that. Otherwise, I might have to get creative with that. Packers episode is coming up. I was kind of waiting for the Aaron Rodgers opt-out date tomorrow to pass, but I don't think he's going to opt out. I don't think Rodgers opts out. Yeah. Tommy's saying CG is good people. I'll definitely watch them. Awesome. Thanks, Tommy. And Tommy, I checked out a couple of your videos on your channel. If anyone's into guitars or learning how to play songs, go subscribe to Tommy Huxley. I am not a musically inclined individual. If you heard any of my singing earlier in the stream, but yeah, I don't know how to play the guitar at all, but like, you seem to really know what you're doing, and I love seeing intelligent people, talk and do the things that they're intelligent about. So bless you in your content creation, Tommy. Rams quarterback Dieter Brook played in the CFL. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And again, he was good in the CFL. I've only read things here and there. Obviously, the Doug Flutie is probably the most notable. Warren Moon too. Warren Moon and Doug Flutie. Those are the two NFL quarterbacks that played in the CFL that are probably most of note. And I guess Johnny Manziel. Yeah, Johnny Manziel did in fact play in the CFL. He actually played for the team I used to work for. He played for the Hamilton Tiger Cats briefly, and then he got traded to the Montreal Alouettes. Yeah, he had a very short-lived career in the CFL. But yeah. Oh, that's awesome! You guys are chatting it up. You know what, guys? My voice, I can tell. It's dry. It's dry here tonight. But this has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for tuning on in. I'm gonna head on out. I'm gonna do some a little bit of video editing tonight for some future content. But guys, I just want to say thanks for tuning in to my Canada Day stream. Means a lot. Here in Canada, we've been talking about a lot of different issues and things like that. And so it's really nice to just come and talk football with some cool, genuine people like yourselves. And so I really thank you so much. We got a couple of comments coming on here late. So I say I really appreciate that, Bill. Thanks for checking out my channel. You're a Rams fan, so no one is perfect. Nah, it's cool to see Rams fans like you. Yeah, man. No worries. No, all love, man. All love and respect. Totally. Anyway, I'm going to end this broadcast. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, you live on the border of Canada. Very cool. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping the border opens up, Rams fan TOI. I hope it opens up so I can get to the States. I'm hoping to either go to the Indy game next year or the Giants game where the Rams play them. But I do hope to make it to SoFi. I have not yet picked a game yet. Every day I watch ticket prices, looking for a good deal. And I'm hoping to get to SoFi for a game for this season. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be an exciting time. I'm hoping that I can, accomplish my goal of getting to SoFi. It's a dream of mine. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Rams Reloaded. If you do start your YouTube channel, let me know, man. I want to subscribe. That's cool. Ronnie, thank you for tuning in. Bye. Have a great day. Anyway, blessings on you all. Pale time. Peace and out.